I want everybody to appreciate that I'm not going to do this review at this volume of voice because that's how I've been feeling inside since it ends, and I'm gonna, unsurprisingly to everybody who is watching this video, because you all know me, I have very few qualms about what happened this week. I do have a couple of questions about some plot points or some things that happened, but for the most part, holy crap, everybody and everything was on point. The script was fairly solid, a couple of things maybe questionable a little bit. Acting great, everything was just, So way back in yesteryear, Hook and his crew were Pan's servants, I guess. I forget the word that they actually used. But this apparently means that they're just gonna bring him back lots of cake. And I'm actually glad that this was noted, that they kind of realm jump back and forth, because for a long time most of us have been thinking like, oh, this just means that they've been stuck in Neverland for 200 years and then like, oh crap, we need to get back and we should. But then Pan said that Hook worked for him, and what does that mean? So apparently that just means he's sending him on like munchie runs, which goes back to last week and me talking about things getting magic plants in Neverland. So on one of these realm jumps back to the Enchanted Forest, Hook meets Ursula, who is a young mermaid who is looking to get away from her father, Poseidon, who is the king of the ocean. He's basically keeping her at home, like trapped, like you can't go out there because there's bad men and they will hurt you, and other cliche father things that are unfeminist, and he's using her voice to kill pirates. She's a really beautiful singer, and it's the only legacy that she has left of her mother, who is also a beautiful singer, and she was killed by pirates, and then hearing her voice makes Poseidon sad, but he also wants to use it for revenge, and you know. So she wants to earn lots of money so she can book passage on a ship so she can get far away from her dad as possible, and Hook's just like, hey, you didn't kill me when you could have, so I kind of owe you for that, and also you made me not sad for the first time in like 100 years, so you're just gonna get on my ship and I'll just take you where you want to go. Cool, great. But Poseidon finds out, and that's bad. So Hook tries to double-cross Poseidon by having Ursula steal the squid ink from his vault, from Poseidon's vault, and then Poseidon, unsurprisingly, finds out and gets mad, and so then Hook is just like, well fine, you're not gonna use her voice to do what you want. If I can't have my vengeance, you can't have yours. Magic seashell activate! And then Ursula's really sad because he did a pirate thing, and you know, that's not cool. Don't do pirate things, even if you are really hot while doing them. So because Ursula's really sad, she takes her dad's trident and she's just like, well, I'm going to become the crazy mythical ancient sea goddess that you named me after, and that is how the story of Ursula came full circle. Meanwhile, in Storybrooke, the Scooby Gang is out looking for Pinocchio. So Mary Margaret gets all possessed by Regina Smoke, and 1,000 kudos for Ginny to be able to like get all of Lana's little facial tics correct, because that's crazy. Like, Lana's face is so intricately put together in some episodes that I'm just like, how are you doing, like, expressing so many little things with just the little, I don't understand how your face works, Lana Parrilla. But then Ginny comes and just knocks out of the park, and that's totally believable that Regina is kind of possessing her, I guess. It's like everybody's a professional actor or something. They're all like playing each other, and it's really cool, and I would like to see everybody do this at some point this season if this is the path that we're going on. So we find out that Pinocchio is August again, and more importantly we find out that Gold is back in Storybrooke, and cue all of Killian's jaw clenches and flashy eyes and other slash things. Thank God that all of the weird Hook being impersonated by Gold thing was revealed so quickly, because that was weird, and if it dragged out any further, I might have had to fly to Vancouver and have a couple of words with people about stuff. So with the knowledge that Gold has the dagger again, Killian splits off from the group and goes to strike a deal with Ursula. BT dubs, I see you, little throwaway line that's like, I should have, if I had the dagger in my hand, I would have stabbed him already, and Emma going, yeah, but then your name would have been on that dagger instead, and Killian saying, it's a small price to pay. I see that. I see that happening. Don't do that. I see it. I'm watching you, writers. I see what you're doing and dropping little hints. So Killian goes to strike a deal with Ursula, her happy ending in exchange for all of the knowledge about what the villains are doing, and she accepts. So Ursula brings the Jolly Roger back from the Enchanted Forest, except it's really tiny and in a bottle for some reason, and then they go see Belle and Will, which leads to some really bad dick jokes between Will and Killian, and somehow Will is just like, here's this magic mushroom potion, I guess, and then they drop it on the ship, mini ship, and toss it out into the water, and then the Jolly Roger is back, yay! So then Ursula can't get her voice back for reasons, so she decides to try and drown Killian as revenge, and then Ariel saves him, and she says that she was also trapped in the bottle that was miniaturized by Elsa because it was terrorizing Arendelle with by Blackbeard. And I have a question, and it's really important. How did Elsa shrink the Jolly Roger? Because her powers have to do with ice. I think that's like the only thing her how did this happen? While this is going on, Emma and her parents go to rescue August from being turned into charcoal, and Mary Margaret takes a page out of Rapunzel's book and smashes Krill over the head with a frying pan. So August is fine, and we get a little bit of good God, what was this? It's been so long since August has been around. What the heck was his ship? Was the Emma August ship name Wooden Swan? I don't remember. Whatever it was, they get a little moment. It's cute, and I'm happy that he's back because he was an interesting character, a little bit shady, but an interesting character, kind of fun to play with. And then all hell breaks loose as Ursula comes back to strangle everybody. Holla. But in the best surprise bitch, bet you thought you'd seen the last of me since American Horror Story Coven, Killian comes back with Ursula's dad in tow. Poseidon takes a spell off the magic seashell, Ursula gets her voice back, and she gets her happy ending, and great, yay! So this leaves me with a big question. Are we gonna be knocking down the queens one by one? So we have Ursula gets her focal episode, and then at the end of her focal episode, she gets what she wants and goes home happy. Is this gonna happen with Cruella when we get to her focal episode? And what about Maleficent? And like, are we just like knocking out dominoes to get to Gold? Because I'm pretty sure that Gold already tried to have his happy ending and he it up. Okay, our best of this episode. I'm getting to it, I promise. The best cute as a button goes to Tiffany Boone, who played young Ursula, and just look at her and look at how adorable she is. And I want her on the show forever because she's so pretty and she's so nice, and like I want her to be around always. Can we somehow figure out a way to do that? Like I really wanted to just get rid of the whole storyline of Hook betraying her to having her just like hang out on the pirate ship and just make everybody happy all the time by singing and being her adorable little sweet self. Yes, that is all that I mean by that. Just singing and being a nice little button that she is. Just a million episodes with Tiffany Boone in it, please. Thank you. Yes. Best outfit goes to these guys, and I do mean all three of them. Shout out to onion dome hats and armor with abs chiseled into them, and also thank you for the return of the deep v-neck and the chest hair, because I was having a little bit of a withdrawal from the pirate swag. The best, almost, I love you, almost, so close, it's almost there, and but Killian telling Emma that she is his happy ending. Not only that, but also saying how scared he is of losing that potential because of his villainous past. Not only is he telling her that he loves her, but he is also telling her that he wants to spend the rest of his life with her, and that is what is stabbing me in all of the emotions. Like, I'm totally just, I'm a ghost vlogging. It's, hey, ghost girl right here. But I really want to talk about Emma's reaction to all of this. Like, first of all, she's terrified when asking him what he thinks his happy ending is, because she's like, wait a second, we've been spending all this time together. How do I not know what your happy ending is? Like, really? You found it and you didn't tell me? Like, why wouldn't you tell me that you found your happy ending? What the heck is going on? Why am I such a bad girlfriend that I don't know what your happy ending is? And he's just like shaking his head like, you're adorable and I can't believe, how do I have to spell it out for you that you are my happy ending? And she just looks at him, she's stunned. There is no other word for it than just she's completely stunned. Like, she doesn't see it. She doesn't see the fact that he loves her this much, and it kills me that she is so broken that she can't see that. Here's this foster kid who has been abandoned and broken, this lost girl who has been left behind so many times. She's so afraid to hope that somebody loves her this much, that they are so scared of losing her. She's afraid to believe that this is real. She's supposed to bring back the happy ending. She's not supposed to be a happy ending. At least that's what she thought. She said in season 3, the savior doesn't get a happy ending. But she's his, and he's telling her, you're it. I'm done with everybody else and looking for anything. You're it. I'm done with revenge. I'm done with looking. I want you. You are the only thing that I need in the entire world to be happy. And the only thing that she can do is just like tear up really big and be scared and hope at the same time and like kiss him, and the single tear on her face. Jennifer Morrison, what are you doing to my emotions? For somebody who did not have love in their life for most of the first 2.5 decades of their life, this is so hugely important that he puts her first always, and she's never had that, and she started crying, and then I started crying, and then we're all crying, and I don't know what. Okay, there's a lot that I didn't talk about. This was jam-packed episode. There's so many things to talk about. Please, let's go down to the comments and talk about things that I didn't mention. There's a whole list. I'm gonna watch this episode a bunch of times for a lot of reasons, not only because of the emotional ending, but there's so many interesting and cool things that happen in this episode, like the fact that Hook was his key to his safe, and like that was such a little neat thing that you know, make sure he has his key on him all the time. But then there's things I know I'm gonna watch again, I'm gonna continue to be aggravated about, like I guess we hit our POC quota on the show for the rest of the season, so bye Ursula or whatever. Like that's annoying, and it's been annoying for the whole show, but I think we all know that. So let's continue the conversation down below, please. I want to scream about this episode forever. There's so many, there's a lot. I don't want to just scream about Captain Swan. There's a lot of things that happened, and I know I didn't even touch on Regina or the things that happened with the dream, because that's really bonkers, and I don't even know where to start with that. I tried to write something about it, but I have no idea anything about this author dream and how she apparently knows it, and authors in the book, and there's okay, comments, because there's so many things that I can't even begin. I will just sit here and do a Jet Wolf, and I will play by play every single screen cap of the show. So comments, go down there. That's it for me for today, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. You're not gonna replay it, really. Somebody uploaded the just the part with everything, and the It's You part, and oh my gosh, I'm a little bit dead. Like, my tears are coming back. I was crying during the episode, and now I'm crying again, and I need to stop crying. So she brings the enchanted, or not the enchanted, she did not bring the entire enchanted forest over.